Hi, I'm Stu, and in the next few videos, whilst visiting theme parks in Japan, I get to visit one of my all-time most anticipated parks, Tokyo DisneySea.
Good morning, welcome to the next outing. I've just got to the tube station here at Tokyo Disney Resort. We're going to DisneySea today. Hello, I'm Stu. This is following on from yesterday's vlog where we went to Tokyo Disneyland. In fact, I'm going to zoom past. But I've got to get the monorail over to DisneySea. From Google, it looks like the monorail only goes in one direction. So you've got to do like a long loop in order to get to DisneySea. So as you come out of the tube station, you can turn left, and I think there is like a Disney Springs area, I think. I don't know if it's actually walkable to DisneySea. I'm not sure. I wanted to get there for half an hour before opening. I don't know if the monorail's going to take a long time to get to queue for, and then they don't run. It's not like back-to-back monorails, but it's literally come out and turn left. I can barely see anything. I also do think you actually need a ticket as well. It's not free, the monorail. You do need a ticket. Well, to be fair, they are going quite constantly, actually. All right, let's try and get a ticket. You don't need a ticket, just use your IC pass. So I use Suka, if that's how it's pronounced. Again, I might be getting that wrong. I just saw people tapping. And yeah, straight through. I was keen for a ticket and realised you don't need one. So you can go both ways. Everyone goes to one side. Let's go both ways. Right, let's get to Tokyo DisneySea. I'm excited. It's been a bucket list park for a very long time. Oh my god, they've got a monorail. You can go and sit in and take a picture. So there you go, yesterday. To be fair, that's roughly about the queue that I joined yesterday. It took about 15 minutes to get in. There's actually carriages at the front, if you see there. So that trip to Disneyland Station actually took a few minutes. Oh, the music gets louder as soon as and I love that. I love the fact that that's been thought about. If you're going to Disneyland from the metro, I would literally just walk it, because I was lucky, there was literally a train waiting, and if it wasn't, I was waiting a few minutes, it'd have been quicker just to walk. And also then you have to pay for the train. Oh, I missed that, but there was literally one lonely car park worker. He was literally by himself, and he was waving to the train as it went past. He's in a car park with no cars, because there's just no one in his car park. These are the hotels, I'm assuming. Oh, it's just the official hotel. Bayside Station. In case you ever wonder what the back looks like.
Tokyo DisneySea Station.
Oh my god, there's actually a road that goes over into the centre of the park. You see that? Oh, it doesn't happen on that one. We're on the back of Tara Terra. It seems very small. Maybe it's like dug down the other side. It looks tiny. Didn't even notice then that the cones are in a big 4-0, celebrate the 40th. What a nice little touch, and here we go. So we'll be joining in a second to get in. To be fair, that looks worse, but actually it looks people are in nicely formed lines there rather than just one mass.
We are now arriving at Tokyo DisneySea Station.
Gonna nip in here for a second for this view. That was quite the view. That is literally, you can only get to that from the exit of the monorail. That's pretty good view. Pretty good welcome plaza, that, isn't it? Yeah, from this side, you know what it is? Actually, I've literally just clicked Tower of Terror. It's the forced perspective, isn't it? So on the monorail side, it just looked like a plain brick wall. But I've just seen it from the other side, and it looks massive again because obviously the windows are getting smaller as you go further up. I've never had a black and white so clear difference before. I've not been able to make that judgment before. But I've been wanting my chicken skewer since I got on the train an hour ago. So I'm gonna have this. And we've got about half an hour before the park opens. And again, similar to yesterday, at 8:45, 50 minutes before opening, they've opened the gates. It's a bit different here though. The security is literally just before the ticket booth, which seems odd. Because if they had security back here, all these people could go in a lot quicker, I'd imagine. But to be fair, it's moving. Like everything here, it is moving. So, my plan of action today, to start the day, there's two things which gets big queues pretty much all day, and that's the Tower of Terror and Journey to the Centre of the Earth. They're the two big ones, maybe an hour, 70 minutes. If I've got to stand in the queue for an hour, I'd rather stand in the Journey to the Centre of the Earth queue because it's all new. I've never experienced it. I haven't seen any sort of POV for it or anything about it really. With Tower of Terror, even though it's not Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, is different. I imagine a lot of it's going to be similar. So I'd rather go there first, get that done out the way, and then if I've got to spend an hour in the other queue, then so be it. Other things that get big queues are Raging Spirits, which I think is the roller coaster, the Disneyland Paris, same as that, and Indiana Jones, I think it's just the dark ride, which is really good. I actually really like that ride. So, but they both, weirdly, those are the only two rides across the whole resort that offer single rider. So I'm hoping by a single rider I can get those two done pretty quickly. About 10 minutes not moving because the security,
Tokyo DisneySea will be
the plaza must have filled up back to security, so they stopped again. They suddenly just started moving again. Also, I've been a complete donut. I'll explain why when we get in. They have different scanners here, so not everybody gets body scanned. You can see she's asking people to stop. This is interesting. I've got like my charger and stuff. Everyone has a charger here. I genuinely don't know what witchcraft this is. Also, it's bags as well, so you don't have to search every single bag. What's odd is, why have this system here and then have a different system at the main park? Thank you. What a good system. That is very, very good. I still think it's bad that it's now 10 past and we're still not in. But that is a good system, to be fair. And now it's just a mishmash. Just head over to the left a little bit. After a bit of left and right here, and you can see here, this one is going to one turnstile. This one's going to one turnstile. However, this one is going to two. Hence why we're moving it. We're literally moving it at double the rate. Because if one has a problem, you can keep going through the other side. Right, we're in. Loads of people are queuing for something I'm not sure what they're queuing for. So why am I a donut? Well, on the app it says Premier Access, and then next to that it says 40th Anniversary Premier Priority Pass. I mean, I'll come back to this. Look at this view. Scale is what I can't get across to you. I can't tell you how big that is, or how big it feels. It might be obviously forced perspective on there again. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to come back and get pictures in a bit. We're going to go straight to Tower of Terror. That was my plan. So I thought the 40th Anniversary Priority Pass was like a bundle of Premier Access paid stuff. It's not, and the reason why I thought that is because at Shanghai Disney, it was like they were selling bundles of stuff. So you couldn't just buy, I've just seen the journey to the centre of the whizzing round. So I just actually assumed that was the same. Now the only positive about all of that is it didn't affect my day yesterday. I didn't not get on lots of stuff because it was too busy. But it's just annoying that I didn't everything to click on it, because it's, like I say, it's why I say 40th anniversary priority pass. It's just priority pass. So I just clicked on it then. It's a free service. Every 2 hours I can pick a new one, but I imagine I can't pick many new ones. However, the selection on there was both the Indiana Jones rides, Finding Nemo, and a couple of others. But Tower and Journey to the Centre of the Earth weren't on there. I imagine they'll be paid only. That's what I'd imagine. Which makes sense because they're the most popular attractions. So I just picked one up for the dart ride. Because why not? Just means I will be able to go on it pretty quickly, the dart ride, rather than have to have the lottery of the single rider. Granted, this won't look too great because the sun's behind it. But I mean, it does look spectacular, but I just feel like coming in on the monorail. Coming in on the monorail and seeing just how small it was. But from the inside, it does look absolutely massive. This does look spectacular. And when you stood underneath it now, it does look huge. I know the sun's blasting that out a little bit. It's probably about half an hour away, I imagine. So a top tip would be, if you are unsure on whether the Tower is for you, you can buy a ticket to come to fly here, buy a ticket to the park, queue up, go on that. That is very much, it's like a halfway house to the Florida and Paris and California versions. Like it is very soft, and you have an over the shoulder, which you hopefully saw. It's very dark in there. You wouldn't see, you're not going to see much on the video and stuff, but it was great. All the theming was great, and the sequence was pretty good. The way it juddered, and it was completely different to anything else that I'd done, any other sequence. But yeah, it's very soft, which I just don't get really, because it seems a bit. I mean, actually, look. There's the top of it. That bit isn't used at all. She's just here. Sorry, I just didn't point in the same way on the camera. This bit's the top of it. This bit is not used at all. Looks like they've got 4 towers. 1, 2, 3, 4. By the looks of it. It just doesn't make any sense though, because some stuff is crazy. Like they've toned this really down. But in Space Mountain yesterday, it was balls to the wall.